Okay, this is a reading on wellness for our inner selves, a message that can pertain to you, or maybe you know someone who is going through this. Whoever comes to the channel at this time, it's meant for you to see for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. These are cards from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck, and the cards are to show the shadow side that we're dealing with at the moment. What is underlying in our subconscious, maybe we're not aware of, maybe we are aware. So we go with downcast pride. Okay, so this says it's a depressed phase. Now, whether you're showing depression symptoms is not necessary. It could just be, feeling grief as well, or sadness. But the sadness is one that feels comfortable. It's like looking at grief or sadness that we've felt in our life and not looking up and seeing that the sky is still blue. Yes, there's pain in here, but we're not going to let it grow roots and petrify us. You see the roots coming out of the... And she kind of looks petrified, like wood. But this is the place where you're holding yourself back, where you can't move forward. There's an opening for something new. Everybody right now is going through this. I mean, even the world with, the pandemic. Anyway, enough of that. So I see this energy as one that is just making someone blue inside, but they're just holding on there. They're not sure if they have the energy to deal with what is coming, or the energy just feels real shitty to what's coming. But what's coming is this card right here. You notice this is a new moon and this is a full moon. The moon really does influence our shadow awareness, our interplay with it, and not just in a effed up way, where you feel ugh, but also it helps us in the positive ways that we get to feeling, out of nowhere, maybe because the moon is, changing. So the child I was meant to be, we're dealing with some acceptance here. You need to accept that things have played out the way they have, that you're realizing life is all you're doing. Every choice that you've made, this is acceptance of it. So here where you are feeling a little, I don't know, stuck, depressed, angry, where you almost got your shoes cemented in the sand, this is saying there will be an acceptance. I mean, because what if you don't accept it? Then you just fight and you stay more petrified. More petrified. It's a time to move. And so much so, do you want to? And look, I think that in each picture, there's gold. So you're blessed. You are being guided. Look at here. She flies. This could be like, snakes. From being grounded to taking off. And she has, this is a dream. And these are the leaves. You have a dream. And you know it. And you're sitting there kind of petrified. Next card up is the overall feeling for this here, you. See, this is where you need to believe in yourself. You need to remember that regardless of how you feel or the choices that you've made, there is always hope. Sometimes pessimism and believing that you don't have to do the work to manifest. You just got to be honest with yourself. What really have you been doing with your time? Have you been moving past the negative self-talk? Have you been exploring what's coming up or what you can make, what you have right now? It's like, this is your inner child, and it's magical. Do you remember back when you were younger and you believed that anything could happen? You just had to bring something together and believe in it, and it would happen. I mean, some call that foolish or childish, but you can't tell me childhood in some form isn't a magical thing. It is. We learn in some of the oddest ways. We explore like there is no word that says, no, you can't, or phrase anyway. This is what you need to find, because you can't straddle both sides, being upset and scared and set in your way, pissed off, and not look at the beautiful beginning that you could be having right now. If you look at it with a lighter, less serious point of view, don't make it adult. Just look at it and say, this is what's dark and this is what's light, and this is where my heart is. Where? That's the beginning. Okay, I have next card out is what represents the attributes you're bringing together. Okay, the prince is very, very charming. He has potential. He is handsome. He's romantic. And then there's the power that the energies that you're moving from are prince to king. So you're refining what you believe, what you want, who you are. You're transforming right now, and it's going to happen through romance. It will. I'm not saying that this is a romantic reading at all. The wellness will come. the growth will be brought on by your romantic side and the response and the reaction that you have. It's a step towards this freedom that you long to have. You want to be free and moving and at home and with family. And those are, you can blend them. Next card. But you'll have to embody them. Can't tell yourself stories, oh, it'll be okay tomorrow, or oh, that doesn't bother me. You can't stunt your feelings and put them aside. You cannot lie. Don't, I'm not saying, I'm not calling liar, liar, but I don't know how else to say we lie to ourselves. And therefore, we become liars outside of ourselves because we're making up a story so that we're not exactly looking at the feelings that make us ourselves want to tell a story about and get far away. Everybody has a hard time touching feeling, okay? At least productively touching feeling. The feelings are really hard. Emotions. Put emotion into it, and then you gotta, just to break that crazy, glorious, painful shit up, you have to bring in reality. And reality is part of logic. There's a balance here. You are growing, and it's in a slow and methodical way. Yes, it's a thoughtful way, but it is full of all that great stuff back when you felt free, when you felt the first time you ever felt adult, you know, from that free kid feeling. And now you move to grounded, wise, embracing growth, happiness. It's a maturity. And it was hard fought, hard won, but this is where your wellness is at. I think the worst is now over with. It's just the last few shitty potholes you stick your foot in, and then you're there. So don't give up. And even though things right now I feel are coming forward to push you to make your decision, to push to decide what it is you're going to do with your new maturity. How are you going to feed yourself with it first so that you can share it? Because the king wants to share it.